Good morning, it's Matt Rogers. It's now the 21st of the 9th, 2017. And we've got some fantastic images to show you from all across the world. But first, I want to go through some history of these astronomers and other people that have been searching for Planet X. And please again, enjoy this footage. The European search for Planet X. On March 13th, 1781, Mr. William Herschel discovered Uranus, making it the first planet to be discovered with a telescope. Following his discovery, European astronomers turned their attention and observed Uranus of its orbit repeatedly. This discovery would have observed the launch for Planet X. In 1846, if one were to choose the godfather of Planet X research, it would have to be Alex Bouvard, a French astronomer who also observed its orbit of Uranus and also researched for an unknown planet, the first Planet X. Unfortunately, Bouvard died before the coordinates could be mathematically determined. To the left, the French mathematician Urbain Le Verrier, and the British mathematician, to the right, John Couch Adams, using Bouvard's observations. Mr. Urbain Le Verrier gets the credit as he relayed the coordinates to Mr. John Gally at the Berlin Observatory in Germany. And 5 days later, Neptune was observed by Gull on September the 23rd, 1846. This made Neptune to be discovered by a mathematical prediction. So Neptune was also the first Planet X to be discovered. But on subsequent calculations based on the observations of Uranus and Neptune indicated a presence of yet another Planet X, well beyond the orbit of Neptune, and so the search resumed. Not in Europe, but in America. 1894. The Lowell Observatory was established in 1894 in Flagstaff, Arizona by Percival Lawrence Lowell, an independent businessman, a mathematician and an astronomer. One of the reasons why Lowell founded the observatory was to study the planet Mars and its canals, and the other was to search for other objects of interest. Mostly of interest, Neptune's perturbator, Planet X, a fact that revisionists, historians play down or paint over. But yet it was Lowell's intentions to discover the mysterious Planet X, which led to the discovery of Pluto. In 1929, 14 years later after Lowell's death, a young astronomer of the name Clyde William Tauber was retained by the Lowell Observatory to carry on the search for Planet X. And then, on February the 18th, 1930, discovered Pluto. At the time, astronomers thought he discovered Planet X, Neptune's perturbator. Consequently, the topic of Planet X languished for some time after Tauber's discovery. However, the discovery of Pluto's moon Charon in 1978 was determined that it lacked the mass to be Neptune's perturbator, as it's only about 60% size of our own moon. So again, the search for Planet X was once again for research. It's also interesting to note that it was later demoted to a status, to a brown and also like a dwarf planet in 2006 by the International Astronomer Union. Also, this man in 1950, Emil Velikovsky, published Worlds in Collision, and he was viciously attacked by the mainstream science, even though he corresponded with Albert Einstein. What generated this medieval response from modern science? That Velikovsky used ancient accounts question the Darwinian notion of evolution, of evidence of periodic catalysms caused by large objects flying through the core of our solar system. Despite ruthless depression, Velikovsky's work reawakened an open discussion of Planet X, and following that, a steady trickle of interest emerged in the mainstream media, where discussions are still being made to this day in 2017. On the 3rd of March 1972, NASA launched the Pioneer 10 spacecraft to explore the outer planets. However, according to government whistleblowers, the real purpose was to find Planet X, or at least to narrow down the area of search field. An interesting aspect of the Pioneer 10 is that it also carried a small gold anodized aluminum plaque designed by an astronomer by the name of Carl Sagan, should the spacecraft be found by extraterrestrials. At this moment, the Pioneer 10 spacecraft is no longer possible to contact, so NASA will never be able to get hold of that aluminum plaque that was designed in the past. Okay, there was some information there, and it's just I'm having emails from many people that are just wanting some information about this. Is there any past of the search for Planet X? So part 2 again will be tomorrow, as the history progressed, as Dr. Harrington and other astronomers were in search of Planet X. I apologise about the Pluto information. It's not a brown dwarf, they named it as a dwarf. So I'm going to show all the subscribers' images now from around the world. Okay, we've got a fresh image that's come through from Philip Blinko. Now this kind subscriber from London is stating in an email as well that he's never seen this pink haze, this reflection, and also they chemtrailed all day long. This was only a very much recent image. Now, again, this was taken yesterday evening, sundown. Very pink haze in the sky. This guy as well is starting to watch the channel, and he's looked up in the sky and he is very observant and noticing that they are actually doing this. He's very shocked. So again, Philip, thank you for this image. This is Philip's next image as well. You can clearly see, can't you, this pink haze in the sky. These are not natural clouds, these are chemtrails. Again, they are spraying across the UK, just like every other part of the world. So again, thank you for this image. This also is a pretty strong image, isn't it, where you've got the crosses, these chemtrails. Very strong image, Philip, you sent in here to show all of us. Fantastic. Again, you can see all these lines in the sky, just not normal. And Philip states as well in the email that he's just unbelievably shocked at that no one's seeing this. They just don't want to look up, the members of the public. So again, thank you, Philip, for these images, and if you catch anything else, please send them in. These next attachments as well are coming in from PJ Alvin, and this kind subscriber is from the USA, and also God bless you too. Now, taking this image, it is so evident, isn't it, where you can see chemtrails, And all this haze in the sky, this pink reflection as well on sundown. Now many people are sending emails about this pink haze. We are seeing a strong pink haze in our skies. And also big respect to all those Mexicans that lost their homes recently of a 8.1 magnitude earthquake. Now that is a huge quake, isn't it? Now I said on another video before that quake that the magnitudes will climb. They will become much more stronger, and this is evident now on the earthquake tracker charts. So again, thank you for this image. Here also on this next photograph coming in from the USA, look at the reflections, the colour as well, the haze. This is not our sun. Something is wrong. It really is, because our soul, the sun, the yellow sun, wouldn't be doing this. Again, they use HAARP. These are all chemtrails. Pink haze from another reflection from Wormwood, another heavenly body that's incoming. It's been coming in for years. On this next image, PJ Alvin turned around on an email that's in front of me and states, how very sad is this image? Now, it is truly sad, isn't it? Because there's no blue skies, there's just a grey silvery haze and that white object, chemtrails just below, and we're all breathing this in. Terrible, isn't it, what's going on? So thank you for this photograph, because again, news media, the weather channels are programmed by the powers that be to fool us all, to dumb us down. They say that everything is okay, but look at this photograph. It is not okay. Okay, I've just got this image just sent in moments ago from Philip again, from London. Now this guy wants people to see this as well, and this is what's happening all across the UK. Chemtrails and this trash that's thousands of feet high. Now this is a chemtrail. What you see here is ash. Now this pink haze you see in this ash, thousands of feet high, I believe it's got iron oxide into it. Now it's falling on the ground because other subscribers emailing are stating they're seeing this iron oxide on the ground. You can see this, can't you? It's so evident. The powers that be don't want you to know this. They want you to believe this is all normal. It's not normal. It's thousands of feet high. Again, thank you for this true image. Here we have some fantastic images coming in from Our Skies Today. Mr. Russ Ackerman, a kind friend, emails all the time, and he is a very genuine man, just like all of you. Brothers and sisters, they're sending in images all the time. We're all genuine, we're all positive thinkers, and we just want the truth. Please don't be dumbed down by the media and also these skeptics. Please, it's very important to rise above it and focus, as we still see that there is a huge problem in our skies. Look on this image that Russ brought in. Chemtrails and dark skies. Very, very dark. As the sun's going down, we're seeing far too much darkness now. All this you see on the screen is chemtrails. All of it. So thank you again, Russ, for this image. See, the thing is as well, looking at these photographs, they can't hide it anymore, can they? We're going to see this huge body in the skies. All of them. We're going to see the moons, Hellion, Harrington. We're going to see them all. And people then will just not believe what the government say anymore. So, I mean, look at this. Look at all this chemtrail activity. Just to hide the truth. There is other objects that are being covered from up there as well. This is the other image that Russ brought in as well. Red haze in the skies. Look again, the trees, been damaged, the tops of them. He states in his email that the trees are just destroyed. All of it's been destroyed, and he's so upset. Just very angry, all of us are. We're just wanting this to stop now, aren't we? Because we just want a conference, a press conference, so we can talk and speak about this. This is what we need, for the community to speak about this situation. It's very important. I am glad in a way, I am glad that the news media, the papers, have cottoned on to people that are wanting the truth. They just are trying to get information. That's what we're trying to do, trying to pick up information to collect as much research as possible And we need a community to stand up to the government. Now, they did this in the past with chemtrails, by pilots standing up to the governments and speaking out. But now what we're seeing here all across the world, we need a conference meeting to speak out the truth. Now I'm prepared to speak out for all of you. I really am. It's important that we get these words out. So I'm going to go to another subscriber's image, but these are fantastic. Russ, thank you for these images. These next attachments are coming in from Peter from Germany. This kind subscriber sends a lot of emails in and I translate them, and he is just absolutely amazed that he's seeing this pink haze every single day, and also these strange cloud formations, and they look, he states, that they're just hanging out the sky and they don't move. And also he's picking up chemtrails, this web stuff on the trees. So evident, he states as well, that this is all chemtrail activity that's on the top of these trees, he says, and they're just blowing. It's on the aerials, it's on everything, and it's destroying. I mean, we're all breathing it in, as I said before. It's got to stop, isn't it? And again, we need a press conference. We need to talk about this now. Okay, this kind subscriber, Peter from Germany, has recorded a short video. Now it's 14 seconds long, but I just want you to see it to prove that this is what had happened in his skies yesterday evening. Let me just play this video for you.
Sundown.
Okay, it was a short video, but you can recognise that kind subscriber was talking, saying sundown, and he is very worried about it. He hasn't seen this before. He's shocked. So it is another person that we've woken up to the truth, and that's fantastic. So thank you for your footage. We've got other attachments coming in from Stephanie from Central United States. Now she claims and states as well that these objects in the sky, now she states as well that they don't look like chemplanes at all. They're just spraying, and also they're very pink as a reflection, and they're very small. Are these drones or something else? I'm going to show you another one of Stephanie's images. Here also is the next image. It just looks very strange, doesn't it? I mean, she states that they just move across the sky and they just disappear. They don't last for long. They just fade off, and she was quite shocked with this. Here also is another two of them. We've seen these images before, haven't we, on other photographs? They do look very small and very strange, don't they? 1, 2 here. So again, we just got to be persistent, and anything we do see that's very much different, we've got to show these on screen so everybody can see this. And again, I hope the newspapers around the world are seeing this too, these images. We've got more fresh images that are coming in from Sandy Erickson from Washington, and she states as well there was a huge pink reflection to the right side of the sun. Now can you see this pink haze, this pink colour to the right side? All this is chemtrail activity. It's very bizarre, isn't it, that they keep doing this every single day. So I'm going to move to another image. If you look closely, is this ash that's way up there? Because we see these strange formations, don't we? These are not clouds, something else. And it's got a pink haze on it as well, different colour. No, these are not normal clouds. And we've got to really think out the box with this as well. So again, thank you, Sandy, for all these fantastic images. Also on Sandy's last image, she just states as well that the pink reflection was very strong. She could see this. And this haze up in the sky. So thank you again for these images. We've just had another image that's been brought in by Peter from Germany, and he states as well in his email that he can smell a burning smell when these chemtrails are up there in the sky. He can see that white object rising, and there is a burning smell. And can you notice the two reflections? When we see this object, we see a red horizon. We really have to keep an eye on the horizons. And this subscriber states as well that YouTube took his old account down and he's now building a new account so he can carry on with his work. So big respect to you, and I hope that you get things sorted. Okay, we've got this attachment that's come in from Heli. Now this subscriber's from Ohio. Now states as well on this email, the title of this photograph is, "Does this look like our sun? I don't think so." And it's very right, isn't it? Because look at that white reflection, that colour coming through. Now we should be seeing the yellow sun, the Sol that we've seen in the past, but we're now seeing this gleaming mirror looking white reflection. Look how bright it is. It's far too white, cutting through those cloud formations, burning the hydrogen right off them. So again, thank you for this image. This image is coming from Elaine. Now this is another part of the world in Europe, and she just states as well that that reflection you see on these cloud formations are not from our Sol, the sun. Now you saw on the other photograph of a white object up there. Now look at the colour, this strange orange reflection that many people are commenting about now. They're speaking about this orange haze that's reflecting on these cloud formations. It is very interesting, isn't it? And we're seeing this every single day. So thank you, Elaine, for this photograph, because you're seeing that there is another heavenly body that's reflecting on these clouds, and I believe that Helion is very close now, reflecting in our skies. This is the other photograph that Ellen sent in as well. I mean, look at this colour. Here and here, there's a huge reflection coming through. Can you see at the top here as well, this other cloud formation? There's no reflection. Now, if it was the Sol, the sun, everything would be just reflecting, but we're seeing a different colour that's coming in from the inner solar system. Here's another true image as well. Now, Elaine was shocked when she took these photographs because this is coming from the other side of sundown. This pink haze. We've seen this on video footage recently, and also other people's images. This red haze. Now, before, if you can remember in the past, we didn't see any of this haze. So we are seeing a huge light source that's coming from the inner solar system. Another image. Let me show you the next one. It's very interesting. This one is fantastic as well. This is coming from the right hand side of the Sol, the sun that goes down. I mean, look at this here. You can see the colour to the right side. There's another reflection coming through. Look here as well, the colours that we see on the horizon. This here will be wormwood, a colour, a huge light source coming through. Look at this strange formation here that gets pulled down. Another fantastic image. Thank you for sending this in as well. Here is the next photograph that Ellen sent in as well. I mean, look at this pink haze. This is from the other side of sundown. Look at this strange formation of clouds. Now we're seeing this as well. A lot of these are huge storm clouds. Very dangerous because they can become something else. They can become tornadoes. We've seen this on webcams. When you speed it up, you can see the way they form. There's far too many strange clouds now. Now, again, it is a big worry, isn't it? Because there is problems around the world right now with weather patterns. And I've noticed on the UK TV media, they are not saying anything. They're still going on about Brexit and things around the world about the government problems and what have you, but they're not going on about what's happening with the weather, what's happening about the strangeness of what we're seeing on these images. Look at that pink haze in the background. This is a huge reflection that's coming through. We see that white object, as I said before, and this reflection is from something else. It really is. So again, thank you for this fantastic image. This is the next photograph as well by this kind lady that's sending the information in. Look at the two colours. Look at these strange clouds. There's this white light source as well, and we've got this pink haze behind all this Look at the state of these clouds. Very strange, aren't they? Thank you for this information. You're sending some quality pictures, just like all of you are sending some fantastic evidence on these images that we're seeing from all different parts of the world now. You can also see that purple haze on the horizon. They are spraying our skies, manipulating the weather patterns, changing the cloud scenery so just to hide the system. Them clouds shouldn't be there. They're being used by HAARP. HAARP is also slowing the jet stream down. They're trying to alter the weather patterns so it doesn't look like we're being affected by the system that's incoming. And they won't be able to keep doing this because eventually it'll all fall apart. It's a ticking time bomb ready to go off. Look again, this pink haze. All this being sprayed to hide the truth. Thank you for this. I just want to show you this photograph as well from Elaine. Look, you can see as well the two strange formations of clouds that we see every single day. These dark clouds, okay, and these other strange formations of clouding being manipulated by CERN and HAARP and other huge machines that they use all the time as they chemtrail, producing all this toxic waste that's just being placed in our skies. And Elaine also said as well, the crops you can see here are dry, very dried up, and we're eating it every single day. She also states on this photo as well, it just got very dim and dark, and she fully believes that that object in the sky is a different colour now. It's not that yellow sun anymore. You can see the chemtrails. We see 2 or 3 of these behind all this trash. Again, all of it is just being sprayed. These dark, strange clouds as well. Very much different from the clouds that we've seen in the past. Here's the next photograph. It does look strange, doesn't it? It really does. It's so much different than the skies that we've seen in the past. It really is. As the sun was going down through the day of taking these photographs, she spent hours studying the skies all day for us. And she said it just looks so much different now. Look again, the crops on the field just dried up. All that you see in the skies is just haze. It's just chemtrails. And we do, as I said before at the beginning of the video, we do need a conference. We need to wake up and wake others up all across the world to knowing that there is a huge problem. Because again, there is a huge amount of problems happening that are occurring around the world right now. Many people have lost their homes, and many people also are noticing the huge changes. Can you see this as well? That's on the screen, okay? Now, she states in her email that these clouds, now we've seen these on a photograph earlier on, they didn't move. Everything else moved like a huge blanket up there that moved across the sky. But these clouds just don't move at all. Are these being controlled? Because we see these, don't we? And when the sun's going down, they start moving in front of the sun. It is very, very strange, isn't it? Here is the last image, and there again you can see, can't you, that these strange cloud formations just don't move. Look at the different cloud formations above now. Different time of the day, but they just stayed in the same place. Now, this here is just a shadow on the screen, nothing else. But again, very interesting, isn't it, to notice that these are not being moved. The veil is opening now, isn't it? There is very much of strange times ahead of us. All the time we're seeing differences. Also, again, Ellen zoomed in to these strange clouds. They just didn't move. They stayed there for hours. What is going on? They should be moving. So another fantastic image. Here we have more strange cloud formations, as I believe that the Nibiru system's magnetic field is affecting our Earth's magnetic field. Now, on the news media channels a couple of years ago, they were explaining and giving these cloud formations new names. They were naming these. Now, they have never been seen before in the 70s, 80s or even the 90s, but now they're here. Now, again, the powers that be that control the media would have probably said, look, just name these because people are going to look up to the skies. as this system is heading closer. It's affecting our skies, it's affecting our land, it's affecting the Earth's core. We will be due a pole shift because Mother Earth will have enough. It would have to shift because of the huge gravitational pull of this other system that's coming in. So again, thank you again for all these images. Where you can see this, okay, it's very interesting, this photograph. Now, this again is facing to the other side of the sun going down. Now, look at these chemtrails, okay? Look at all this cloud formation. Now, the thing is though, there's something that's reflecting on the other side. Look at this here. Just behind all this, there's a huge object that's reflecting. Now, it is still way out there in the inner solar system, but we're getting a haze, and they cover the skies. We've really got to take much of notice of what's going on all the horizons. You will see other light sources, and it really will amaze you to see this. This is the next image as well from Elaine, and you can see again that strange red haze. Now, if that was a reflection from the sun, you would see a red haze all across the skies here. Now, there's something that's being hidden, and you're telling me that NASA and the powers that be don't know anything about this? Oh, they do know. They know the truth. They know it's coming. Here also on this image as well, I mean, look at that sky. Look how dim and dark it is. You can see the rooftop. This is at 10:30 in the morning. Look at this dark, and also this ash, and from the background here, chemtrails, twisted chemtrails. Yes, this is lens flare, but again, look at this colour that's around the area of the soul and this object in the sky. I mean, every day we're seeing this, aren't we? Different colours, dark skies. It's, as we've been going through the videos, it's been getting a lot stronger now. Okay, this is the last photograph. Okay, and I have got hundreds of images still coming through, and I will show these on very close future videos. So again, tomorrow I will produce a longer video to show many images. There's some fantastic footage coming through of trueness of what's going on. We just want true footage, okay? No lens flares, no trickery. We just want the true images. Now, look at this photograph. Look at the chemtrailing. Look at all this trash above in the skies. Look how dim it is as well for the evening skies. So I'm going to go now, and I'll be back again very shortly. And please, all of you, keep safe, prepare for this, and take care. From Matt Rogers.